I mean, started technically.
All right, well, let me just put the clock on.
Yeah, man, get it started and I started.
Start. They don't know.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to Kasson Avenue internet web series, episode number 198. I'm your host Adam, here with my brother Osama. The dog's also here. He's mad that I took his bone away from him, so now he's pouting. But it is what it is. If you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. You never know how far people go into the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, I actually heard on the because obviously, so the only podcast I really listen to, there's a few, but on a regular basis is the Joe Budden podcast. I'm sure that's you're pretty consistent with that.
Amongst like two others, but yeah.
And Flip was saying something along the lines of like the attention span being so short, and it got me to thinking about on YouTube, and it got me to think about us because I always feel like, man, you say that our average listening time is mad short, and he said like the average listening time on YouTube is like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and that's what we get.
We do a little bit better than that.
Oh, well, that's good. We're above average, man.
We get like 2 and some change.
We get 2 minutes.
We're above average, man. Hey, we didn't even know that shit.
Straight guys.
Fuck those other YouTubers who do less than us. No, I'm joking. Keep trucking, y'all. Keep trucking.
You know what I think is sometimes I'm like, do we do enough? Like, we'd have so many more episodes had we not stopped during COVID.
And just take random weeks off like we did last week. But whatever it is, what it is.
Well, last week it was snowing. And it wasn't even snowing that bad. I honestly, looking back, I was probably just a little bit of a bitch about it.
It is what it is. Listen, man. Listen.
I can admit to that. I can cop to that.
We're also trying to very slowly inch to 200 because we got things we want to do for 200. Hopefully, maybe.
Yeah, like
so we're taking our sweet time, man. Don't worry about it.
We'll get there.
Yeah,
we may.
So Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to those.
Exactly. Not Thanksgiving. Indigenous Peoples Day.
No. That's Columbus Day you're thinking of.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
So what do they call Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Turkey Day.
Turkey Day. There's no like alternative name for it.
Day of gluttony.
You know how they've changed the name, and rightfully so. You know how they changed the name of everything, right? What if they didn't change the name of what's it called?
Go on.
Thanksgiving?
I guess not.
Really? I mean, they even changed.
Well, like Columbus Day was officially like governmentally changed to Indigenous Peoples Day.
Was it?
Yeah. So like when it came up on the calendar, that's what it says. It didn't say.
It takes us so long to finally acknowledge things that we shouldn't have done.
Dude, that's just how
they do it in such a backhanded way.
That's how the colonial universe works, man. You know?
Yeah. Do you think that humans are from here?
I don't know, but they should. If not, they should just leave.
No, I'm saying no.
Well, okay, did a terrible job to this planet, man.
Mike, yes. Okay. Well, let me ask this question. Here's the kind of pod I want it to be. Right.
Right.
We're definitely one. Before we get into this conversation, I don't know how far we're going to talk about it, but if you didn't know, things are still going on in Gaza.
Yep.
After that ceasefire, which lasted only 4 days, 10 minutes later, they were back to doing their carpet bombing, and they may have murdered more people yesterday than they've done in any point at any one specific point within the last almost 60 days or so.
Yeah.
It's still going on. It hasn't left. I'm going to continue to speak about it. Adam is as well. People I know that Palestinian supporters of have continued to speak about it. It's a beautiful thing, and I want it to continue. But they need to be fucking stopped. They're fucking savagely murdering everybody, and I encourage you to do as much research as you can. As we've said,
I feel like you don't even have to look far at this point.
At this point, you go on. Go on Instagram and stop fucking looking at things that don't matter. Your algorithm.
Yes, there's a lot of big booties on Instagram. We get it. They'll be there.
Yeah,
my
algorithm has changed drastically. But please do your own research, and you'll come up with a slew of reasons of why you should be. Particularly outraged right now by people trying to create a narrative that somehow, some way, civilians are terrorizing a whole country that is just bombing the shit out of them. You haven't seen one civilian fight back. They're just being murdered relentlessly. And it's free Palestine till it's backwards. Even though, again, I find that to be a hilarious saying.
I don't exactly 100%. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know if it said that way. It means what it's
Palestine
meant to mean.
Free.
But yes, free Palestine for sure. until the day is free. Is basically what the bottom line
Indeed.
is.
Hopefully that is a day soon, and I believe things are rapidly. The narrative is rapidly changing. It's almost to the point where now people can't even deny it unless they want to be blatantly.
It's a lot of them are.
It.
A lot of them
And
are very blatant, by the way.
And that's where I'm at with it. So we're going to go to this topic. Humans, are we of the earth?
Suck.
We suck. Are we of the earth? Now think about it. Look at the natural flow of planet Earth. Planet motherfucking Earth. It's her mama.
I'm glad I swallowed that pause before you finish that.
Got a man with a good job, girl.
Make sure you got a good car, girl.
Anyway, so look at the natural flow of it, right? Like think about it. Mm-hmm. The animals of the earth, right? The creatures of the earth that are here already all have a natural flow. Now, also, what is possible, right? If we believe in alien beings of any sort, do you think it's possible that, let's say specifically certain like parasites or spiders have come from
spiders, man?
Yeah.
No.
Are you one of those people that were like, remember that bitch that was afraid of pickles? We knew it, didn't we?
Shout out Emily, man.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a bitch. But like I just meant that in a general sense till I learned I knew your name specifically. But isn't it possible that these things have come from asteroids? Like from what I understand, most of the gold on Earth comes from being hit by foreign objects from space, and that's where
Indeed.
And that's where a lot of the gold has come from. And that's
there's actually one in space right now that they're watching. That essentially, like, if it crash landed here, if we were able to bring it to us, because we're greedy, so we try and
bring it to us.
Yeah.
You know what? That's going to be our demise.
It's worth.
You think we could shift the course of that asteroid coming this way?
They say, first of all, that it's worth enough to make everybody on the planet a billionaire, right? But my follow-up question:
if everybody's a billionaire, nobody's going to be billionaire. Money's going to be
irrelevant. But doesn't the world flourish that way a little bit?
No, money's going to be irrelevant.
Or does it quickly?
Money becomes irrelevant.
No, it doesn't.
Nobody's going to work.
No, it doesn't. Because
now a billionaire.
Listen. You give
somebody's
everybody $1 billion.
Be a trillionaire, and they're going to make a billionaire be their employee. I got to work for this motherfucker.
You give everybody $1 billion. By the time tomorrow rolls around, a lot of those people are no longer billionaires. They started spending that money. So. Do you think that the people who already have bad financial habits basically create the same situation we're in right now? After a period of time, if we give everybody $1 billion to start the scratch, right? Do you think that over time, based on the people who just are not good with money and their lineage, because it can last for a couple of generations just off the fact that it's a lot of money, but then at some point, do you think we're going to be back where it's like the haves and have-nots again?
Why do I care what 2 fucking generations after me is going through?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
the fuck.
If you're arguing, arguing like capitalism versus socialism,
and
right?
let me clarify that. I mean, 2 generations from now, I hope the Earth is more peaceful and in a better place.
It's gonna be because we're gonna have wiped out our human population.
But if you're asking me, if the question
Earth's gonna be quiet.
If the question you're posing is, what about the guys that, like, part of the people in my family that come generations after I'm here? Man, work, motherfucker.
I'm saying, because like if you're saying capitalism versus socialism, right? And you're like, oh, you got to work and then reap the benefits of your hard work, or hey, everybody should just start and be on an equal playing field. I think at some point you're gonna get right back to that hierarchy of like, these people have money, these people work for them, because people are gonna be shitty with their money.
Very similarly to how the world works, where folks who have, at a certain point, money becomes irrelevant, right? Money becomes...
After you have enough of it, yes.
Yes, it becomes irrelevant. Sure. It becomes about power and greed and pride, which is ego, and which is all those things combined make what we see going on in the world today. And what we've seen happen time after time. But for some reason, humans, that's where we're the worst. We don't remember shit. We're just a bunch of R's, a whole bunch of fucking R's roaming this.
Well, the other thing that could happen in that situation is the people who are good at conning, or the cunning people, That's
should be
actually
like,
even
I'm
a
gonna
better way.
write-
They'll be like trying to basically get your money from you because they're smarter and they're like, hey, listen, I know how this consumerism thing works, and I know that if I put something in front of you that's shiny enough, you're gonna bite. You're gonna want to try to. So all of a sudden, capitalism is gonna be work right back around. I just started thinking about this, and now it's like things are popping up. My bad, but
I guess.
I just think it wouldn't work to the redistribution of wealth. I don't think would work very well.
Well, listen.
Some people would live better for a generation
when
or two.
everybody's a billionaire, who's rich?
It's true.
When everybody's a billionaire,
And in order to experience
rich?
joy, you need pain. You know.
So, but what I'm asking you is if everybody's a billionaire, who's rich? Meaning, who is now going to be distinguished as the person who is considered of the higher class and the lower class? Because
The people
you need
who are able-
you need a middle class or a low class of citizens
the people
to be
who are
able to do the work.
the people who are able to get those people to spend the
low
most money with them is how
Giving
that's
low aptitude people $1 billion is only going to cause people a large.
That's what I'm saying.
you're
The
gonna-
hierarchy works its
You're going
way out.
to cause a large heroin and cocaine fucking influx of.
And all those people ain't got no damn wills, and then that money's going back to the government, and now the government's still raising your taxes even though they got all this money. Man, it's ugly. The future is not bleak, kids, or the future is bleak.
It's not bleak. I wish.
I wish we had a better, more positive, Sesame Street type of message to give y'all.
Speaking of bleak, what does Memphis Bleak his name mean? What is that? Where's Memphis?
Well,
He's from New York, right?
he's from New York.
Is there a Memphis Boulevard in New
Brooklyn.
York?
I don't know, but maybe he was like from New York, maybe taking some out of town trips. He was like, man, things look bleak in Memphis.
Then why would you go there?
I don't know, but also, why would you name yourself after it? That's the better question.
It's a good question. Why
I don't
isn't
know,
he
man.
like Brooklyn? What's his first name? I don't know. Brooklyn Meach.
Is Bleak his last name?
I've never heard of anybody's last name being Bleak. Back to humans, right? My thing is like, fuck whatever. Why did we get on? Oh, the gold. Anyway. Yes, I hope that we're all billionaires, but I'm not gonna be the fucking. You're not gonna make me the broke billionaire. I'm gonna be the billionaire that's
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Give me $1 billion, and you can call me a broke billionaire.
You don't
want,
think
bitch.
the economy would adjust to where everybody's kind of been humbled?
I don't think it can.
It can. It has. It will.
So you think that like a bag of chips gonna go to like $137 a bag or some shit?
Did you
Like,
ever
is that
think
what
a
you
quarter bag would be a fucking?
I'm telling you,
$2.59?
you leave everything else the way it is, and you just give everybody $1 billion, and it will reset itself in no time. There's still gonna be the top dogs, and there's still gonna be the people who spent all their money and are now living on Sunset Strip.
Well, listen. Back to why humans aren't of this earth.
The reason why they're all a bunch of R's.
So, I mean, like, we don't fit the natural flow of things. Nature is only disrupted by us.
It's true.
The fact that we're here and we choose, unfortunately, by nature, to colonize nature. By nature, we colonize nature.
So you think that humans are colonizers
Yes,
of Earth?
100%.
So do you subscribe to the idea that perhaps Mars was the original habitat? Of
So do you feel okay? So
humanity?
essentially, what you're saying is, after every planet closer to the sun has burnt up, we've hopped to the next one that was habitable. So
I don't think that everyone has been a bit of
Well, we're
habitable.
well, Mars is fourth, right?
Yeah.
So no, that makes no sense. I don't think so.
So, but I'm saying Mars itself in our solar system is the most similar in atmosphere and
Well, it's because it's so
makeup.
close.
So
It's so close,
With
but
that
it's
being
not
said,
close, but no cigar.
don't you think that it could have been like an apocalyptic Earth aftermath now? Like whatever happened destroyed the world. An asteroid hit. Some shit.
Because what? The sun is dying, so it's less intense. Why other than that? Why would the planet further than ours be more burnt than we are?
Not necessarily more burnt. Like I said, it could have
It's
been.
barren.
It could have been an
It's
asteroid.
barren.
It could have been an asteroid that came and struck.
It's barren.
They could have had a volcano that erupted. I don't know. Could have been anything that you could think of.
So I guess because
But like right now-
the thing is, if you really think about it, human existence has only really been so. Okay, so that
Right now, we're looking at Mars as like a secondary opportunity and after Earth is fucked up. But I'm saying, what if it was reversed? What if we did that already, and Earth is where we came afterwards?
Well, humans are also bad at understanding, like at remembering history, and
That's
also,
true.
I mean, by nature,
That's the problem with the
we
victor
don't
always writing
remember
the story.
our own story. Where at some point there's a gap.
Somebody fucked up, man. Like if the victor's gonna write a book, there's certainly a loser alive somewhere who could have wrote what happened on their side. So at least we have two sides of the story.
It was well, there's something cataclysmic that apparently happened, right?
Yeah.
But they're saying there's almost evidence of human, like at least a human related thing. I don't know. I'm not a
They
scientist.
said right now that this
I'm
is
not
the
a
hottest year on
scientist.
record.
Yeah.
So
well, they're
shit
saying
is
there's
only doing
record
that.
of like hundreds of thousands of years ago, right? Like somewhere, like there's evidence of that happening, being a thing. So humans have been around, but even in that regard, Earth is what 14.6. No,
I have no idea.
the Earth isn't 14.6 billion. The universe is 14.6 billion years old, right?
I don't know how the fuck one
the
goes
Earth.
about figuring that out. You count the Saturn, Saturn rings or some shit?
The Earth.
Like 1, 2, 3.
The Earth. The Earth is whatever. Either way, that being the case, we're just a speculative. Because so what I'm saying is, if you're right and something has hit Mars, right, and they're like, oh shit, we got to get the fuck out of here, baby.
Or they had a whole nuclear fallout there, and shit just went barren after.
We wouldn't know because we can't even tell you who built the fucking pyramid.
Well, they said that they like on the rover.
And
they
I
found,
know
like,
we've been through the pyramids before, so we don't want to get into it.
They said in like the Mars rover that they have, like they found like a big entrance into like some stone fucking like basically into a mountain basically.
They live underground? Can you imagine that?
They might. You got bunkers and shit.
That would suck.
Remember when Flanders built a bunker and then they kicked him out of the bunker because they ran out of room? That's hilarious. But no, I mean, it could be. You never know.
Stupid, sexy Flanders.
It could be in just like a radioactive hell right now, and another 100 years or so.
Well,
might be
isn't it
habitable
possible
again.
that Earth is hell?
I mean,
Hell on Earth, essentially.
Life is.
I've been asking a lot of religious folks about what their perspective is on what's going on and how do you justify it and what is your take on it, and nobody. I get it. I think I've got it now. People operate off, in the case of people that are religious, not I. They operate off the idea that if they have 100% faith that things will be all right. And I've seen, obviously, we've watched Palestinians operate off this, and you could see it in their faces that they truly do believe that, and that's more power to them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's one of the first things I was like, yo, I'm glad that they have their faith, because I mean, for me, it's like I probably am on the other side of things where I can be shaken away from it with shit like that going on. Like,
yeah, me
like
too.
honestly, watching, if you go back in. My biggest beef with religion in general, part of it anyway, aside from all the hypocrisy that the people who claim to be religious actually engage in, but like all the shit that the stories in the Bible and the Quran and all these things, like they're all like filled with miracles and messages and blah blah blah, and it's all just like apocalyptic right now. So it's like, at what point do you bring
It's too much of a fairy tale.
You're waiting on Jesus to come back. First of all, do you think he's going to be very happy with you right now? And second of all,
it's too much of a fairy tale for me to believe that what we're watching can be derived from that, because what we're seeing is not fairy tale like. It is apocalyptic.
Yep.
It is destructive.
We're closer to this is the
world
end
ending
than-
shit, and unfortunately that's just the case. And again, I said we're not going to try to get into too much of of this, but it's unfortunate we're just going to have to, because everything is a parallel to it right now.
Yep.
Also, hey, I'd like to say fuck you to Arnold. He said he voiced his support and fellowship with Israel.
Arnold,
I don't know.
like
Go
Arnold?
fuck yourself, you old fuck. You piece of shit. You know what, man? It sucks, but just like that fat faced fuck Amy Schumer, you can go fuck suck two dicks twice.
It's like when you meet your idols.
Two different dates,
Just-
big ones where you can't handle it.
It's like when you meet your idols and you're disappointed. Except it's different because, like,
You meet them.
I have no problem affecting those people's pockets any way that I can.
So we the kind of on the same thing, because there's a list of places that are
boycott.
supportive of Israel, and where you want to boycott, and Taco Bell ain't on that list. I didn't see it, And good thing because I had it last night.
This round of applause is for any of those companies that are not on
anybody.
that list.
Yeah. So I had Taco Bell last night. Actually, so
That was a mistake.
so we got out of we went to a friend's father's 60th birthday / retirement party. That's if there was ever a reason to celebrate, congratulations, Larry.
Yeah, congratulations for sure.
Yeah,
and happy birthday.
That's pretty dope. But we went, we danced, had some fun, drank, with the whole crew. It was a nice time. It was good.
So to put it in the words of Joe Budden, you're out there shaking some ass.
I was shaking some ass a little bit, shaking some ass. I really was though, man.
I was literally shaking my ass, man.
I was literally shaking my ass. No, the DJ was good. She was playing. Honestly, I'm willing to say it. I think I'm done fighting, not listening to R. Kelly.
I have not listening to R. Kelly.
I think the statute of limitations on me stopping listening to his music has to be done.
He made TP2.com, dog. I was going to be listening to R. Kelly anyway.
Listen,
we don't condone his actions, but the music is the music.
She was playing a whole bunch of R. Kelly last night, like some stepping music. So we were having some fun, fucking getting down, having a lot of fun. Anyway, we leave at about, I'd say 11-ish, 11:15, maybe 11 o'clock.
Right.
And I'm like, man, you hungry? She's like, yeah, I'm a little hungry. They had a good dinner in the hall, but we ate and we danced. We worked up a little appetite.
True.
I was like, all right, well, we can't go to McDonald's right now because McDonald's is a company that is.
Yeah, fuck
do you
McDonald's.
Have a boo or a fuck you or
I just
something?
have the want.
Okay, do that.
Wait, let me remember which one it is. Nope,
you
it's
don't
not that one.
You don't want to applaud them.
That's for you.
So fuck off McDonald's.
Sorry, man. I haven't used that in a long time, so I forgot which color it was.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to give them applause. Anyway, so
no, another applause one is.
So we didn't go to McDonald's. I was like, Culver's is closed. What's it called? Chick-fil-A is closed because it's a little late. Those motherfuckers actually, I guess, care a little bit about their employees.
When do fast food restaurants even?
Not a Wendy's guy, not a Burger King guy by any,
you don't like Wendy's?
Any stretch, huh?
You don't like Wendy's?
No. But I was like, you know what? Let's go to Taco Bell.
I was fucked with the double stack.
Huh?
So I was fucked with the
Yeah,
double stack.
I used to, but I don't want it anymore. No, thank you. But yeah, we went to Taco Bell, and man, oh man, I got one of those little Crave boxes. That's what I usually get because it's just a plethora of things you can choose from.
True.
And I sat down and I remember we were eating. I forget what we were watching. I think we were watching the Jersey Shore reunion, right? And I don't remember. I ate. Okay, so the last thing I truly remember is remember halfway through the burrito saying I should definitely stop eating this, and then I remember waking up in my bed at 4 a.m.
Well, I mean, listen, burritos from Taco Bell, albeit not the healthiest option for your stomach, are delicious. So
it was a terrible
sometimes,
decision.
Man, I
paid for it this morning, but it was good. It was good. It was good in the moment, and I don't remember. I didn't finish watching the Jersey Shore thing. I fell asleep. From what I gathered, I fell asleep on my bed on the couch, right, and then I woke up and then went straight to bed and passed out there too.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, that sounds about right. Especially at your age, it's like you just gotta.
Hey, fuck you, guys.
Sometimes you just gotta nap. We're not gonna talk about my age because
your age is almost my age.
It's not.
Cocksucker.
It's really not. It's really not. There's a whole 5 years between us as of today.
As of today?
Well, yeah, because
your birthday is when?
And then it'll go to 4 years.
It's Grandma Rose's birthday. Happy birthday!
Oh yeah,
Grandma
word
Rose.
up, man! Happy birthday, Grandma Rose.
Hopefully be a little bit different than these people that are down here right now.
Yeah. Word. I mean, your family is a bit crazy, but it is what it is. We ain't nothing we ain't know.
Yeah, that's close.
Oh,
I was gonna say something, but I'm just not gonna.
Word, man.
Yeah. So, I also wanted to discuss the Cybertruck thing. Have you seen this?
I saw on Joe Rogan when he shot it with an arrow.
Well, yeah.
And he said that he shot it with a Tommy gun.
Yeah, so apparently they've shot it with a gun. I didn't watch that video. I was in the house.
Said a 50-round Tommy gun.
And it didn't penetrate?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's good for them. Pause. I don't know, maybe.
See, now you're forgetting how to use pause.
So the thing about this truck is it's 100% made out of stainless steel.
Yep.
Right? It's like stamped stainless steel.
Yep.
There are some sharp edges on that truck.
Yep.
Did you see that?
I did not. But I imagine, there's sharp edges on a regular door, to be honest. It's just not steel.
I'm not interested, man.
I would like it.
So I watched the video.
I'm not spending the money for it.
I watched
but
a video about it today. And the guy was talking about, because it's stainless, the fingerprints everywhere, right? And there's no door handle, so you got to
Stainless is such a lie. Just like you can see everything that you do.
Looks like you're driving around in a pretty fucking. It's just a big ass refrigerator. It's a
pretty
stainless
badass,
steel.
though. I mean, I ain't
it's a
gonna lie.
stainless steel
You said
refrigerator.
that the plaid version is like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds.
I don't need it, man.
I like a 0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
You press
but
so you press the button.
I also like the pipes. I need the rumble. I don't like being able to go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds and not sound like I'm going 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
That's it. But on the B pillar, there's a button. The button, you press it and it pops open
Hyperdrive?
the door just a little bit. And there's like a handle here, like enough of a ledge to pull. The thing is, if you don't, you're going to touch the door, and it's the fingerprints that get left are just crazy. And what are you gonna, how do you wash your car with stainless steel cleaner? That's fucking stupid.
I don't know, man, but it's still a nice truck. You know?
It's not nice.
Well,
What is nice
I thought
about
that
it?
the
It's
design-
geometry.
I thought the design is very.
It's geometry.
It's like a solid shape. It's definitely like a hexagon or some shit. But they definitely.
It's a triangle.
I just like the idea of it. You know, a big bulletproof truck that goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. I mean, what more do you want?
How much?
I don't know. Probably starts at like 70 if I had to guess. And probably.
I bet you it's more than that.
It probably is.
They're not.
Well, when you get up to the plaid version, I think it's, you're talking about.
Check and see. Well, they're not going to have the numbers right now, probably.
Well, I don't know, because I think it'll start being available soon. Let's see.
Dude, that's fucking stupid. There's no way I would get one of those. I'm not interested in an electrical vehicle right now. That's what I've decided.
Tesla Cybertruck is here, and it costs $61K to start. So, there you go. How do you like that?
I don't think I like it at all, to be honest with you. But whatever, man.
Yeah, they are interesting looking. I don't know. I mean, it's he's trying some next level space age shit. But it is cool that you can shoot a whole Tommy gun, like 50 round Tommy gun into it and not penetrate it at all. I don't really have enemies like that where I need that kind of protection, hopefully. But it's cool that like it exists, you know?
Look what we're saying here, man. Listen to what we're actually talking
That's literally why he only made it because he thought it would be fun. Like there's no literal like need for it. He knows that. But the people who are in it for the vanity will buy that shit. Plus the Tesla, I mean, it's still fast as fuck no matter what you do with it.
So you'll buy an electrical vehicle?
I don't want one because like I said, well, if I was gonna go, most of the electric vehicles that are on the market right now are pretty expensive, right? Like they start upward of 50 most of the time.
Every car starts above 50.
Not
at
every
this point.
car.
Not starts, but when it comes down to it, if you want certain features or
Well, I'm just saying I
creature
can
comforts,
find a V8 for 50. So
where
it just depends. I mean,
in what? No, you can't.
You can
A V8.
a V8.
Where can you find a V8?
I'm sure at a Jeep dealer you can find a V8. My car comes with
No,
a V8
you
as an
can't.
option.
A Jeep dealer.
My car
brand
comes
new?
as a V8. Yeah,
Brand new.
Yeah.
No way.
you can for
It's a
sure.
lie.
It's not.
No, you can't, dude.
All I'm saying is if I'm gonna go and spend a lot of money on a
You're
fast
not gonna.
car,
I
I'd
want
like
to
it
let
to
you know right now.
sound
You're
like
not
it's
going to
fast.
find a V8 for 50.
I will show you how you're wrong after this episode is done.
Okay, whatever you say, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But anyway, if I'm gonna spend a lot of money on something that's fast, obviously we know that there's an environmental component to the electric thing. But it's weird. Like you test drove something electric, right?
No, I've never driven an electrical car.
So like, there's no need for the brake really.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's really weird that way, and it's like it takes some getting used to. But like, and they're really fucking fast. That's for sure. But I like to hear it.
You know what I want, man, is I just want like a regular cab pickup. Actually, I seen a Silverado regular cab, which is the single cab. it's a small bed Z71. Man, that shit was really, really dope.
Yeah.
I'd get something like that. I want to keep my car and I want to get a pickup. I really would like to prefer to do that.
Pickups
But
are largely
everything
the
is so
nicest looking.
expensive right now. It's impossible to pay for anything.
They're largely the nicest looking cars.
I
on the
wish
road
I can
right now.
report that we were a successful podcast making
No.
tons of money.
You can't.
However, we are not. And I drove here in the car I bought with my day job. So that being said, I got a jar with a little bit of money on my refrigerator. I'd like to put more in it, and that's where you come in. The wedding singer quote or paraphrase, actually.
Something like that. Something like that.
That's kind of where I would be at with. I used to hate in college or anywhere really. You have to like, what's the citation? You have to put the what do they call it?
Yeah, like the citing.
Yeah, but there was a specific way of describing it. MLA or MLS.
Yeah, MLA format.
MLA format. I used to hate that shit. Fucking paraphrasing. Like, I just paraphrased, man. I didn't take his work. I just learned what he said and I put it in my words.
And now these punk ass kids today have AI at their fingertips.
Dude, I
Be
would've
like,
been
yo, can you write this
I'd be
paper for
an
me
A
and cite all the sources for me?
Definitely would be
Please.
an A student. 100%.
Yeah, man. I'm at least not lazy enough to get on and tell the robot to do all the work. Can do that.
It's unfortunate.
It's like we had a calculator, and they always told us, oh, you have to show your work because you're not always going to have a calculator available. First of all, clearly untrue. And then now these days, they have the help in every topic.
School's been a setup since day one. Actually,
Man.
I just learned, I guess I got to give credit to the Joe Budden podcast again, that they were talking about, because, he's been posting a lot of Patreon stuff. But apparently the school system or the school board or whatever was created by Rockefeller.
I was going to say by white people.
Yeah, of course. And the premise is based on the idea that he says he doesn't want a nation of like thinkers, he wants a nation of workers, right? And that basically creates a system in which you are forced to become something that you don't necessarily need to, want to, or naturally would.
They give you what's considered basic knowledge, and then they give you enough knowledge to do a particular job, not to create a particular company.
School should be a focus on everyday life. This
There's
is how
no
you operate. This is how you're supposed to operate.
If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to go to business school and then do extra outside of, you know what I mean? Like, it's not part of the curriculum. They never teach you that, like, it's not pounded home in your brain from an early age that, hey, you can go and be an entrepreneur. The reason why this country is the way it is because people went out and started business, and because like they don't tell you that.
It's built off of people who are willing to take the risks and incur both the negatives and positives of taking the risk.
Right.
And that's really the way it goes. I mean, what's the saying? History. What does it say? History rewards the people who take risks or the risk takers or something along those lines.
Sure.
Like there's something in that regard to a saying. And it's true. People who take risks are the ones who either sink or swim are willing to take the risks. And not everybody is willing to take a risk. Some people just want to live in a comfort zone that has been kind of materialized on somebody's thought of
catered to
keeping people in line, essentially.
It's been catered to make you comfortable.
You
get into a job. They give you benefits. They give you a schedule. They give you a routine. They give you tasks. They give you feedback on those tasks. They basically get you into a mousetrap where you're like, okay, well, how do I
move forward?
Yeah, and it's based off one arbitrary person in the company's idea most of the time. It's not usually a group decision on if you're going to move up. It's usually like the one person that's above you. Are you impressing them enough to get that? And there's not that there's anything wrong with the people who want to go and live that way, but it shouldn't be preached as this is the route that everybody should take.
Yeah, I think if things were created properly, right? Because we've created this, and I keep going back. There's this comedian says, "Isn't it interesting how we've created everything, and it all sucks?"
What's the idea of a free market economy if you're not telling people, hey, go and get involved in this? Like, no, not just buy stocks, but once you try to get a company to the point where you're selling stocks, like
if it all makes sense if you're putting together an illusion of such a thing.
True. But, I mean, again, like, that's where it all starts there. We already know. Like, that's the level where they're putting a curriculum together and they're teaching you what are your options in life and how can you, go and reach your goals as you set them. What are realistic goals that you can set for yourself? What's comfortable for you? Like, you don't go through that kind of gambit. You just literally are like, here's
a curriculum of
here's basic shit that everybody should know, and then here's
trigonometry.
Yeah.
What? This isn't a real thing, dude. You made this up.
Right.
Trigonometry has never been applied in anything I've ever done. I can guarantee it.
And if it is going to be in something you do, how many kids in high school know, like, oh, I need this for my future profession? Like, it's not a thing.
Don't make me go through this if I don't need this. Like, come on, this is anxiety-inducing. Not me. I just was like, I don't care about this. I'm not doing it. And you can fail me if you want. It makes no difference to me. Yeah. And sometimes they'd fail me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It didn't always work out for the way I wanted it to.
School taught you how to be part of a pyramid scheme. Is what they did.
Yeah, a little Ponzi scheme.
They were like, here's somebody at the top. They're not going to do very much, but they're going to make all the money. The people below them, that ratio is going to shrink a little bit more and more until it gets to you, and it switches where you do most of the work and make the less amount of money. It's really kind of ugly. It just goes like this.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna go for yesterday's thing. I needed to do some dry cleaning, so I called them on Friday. I was like, "Yo, I need this by tomorrow morning. Can you do it?" She's like, "No." I was like, "You don't got a 24-hour?
No.
You don't have a 24-hour turnaround?" She's like, "No." I was like, "It says 24-hour turnaround on the website." She's like, "Yeah, but it won't be ready till tomorrow 5 p.m. It's 9 a.m. Friday." I'm like, "That's like 36 hours." I was like, "I need it. We can't do it."
That's like $1 an hour.
We can't do it. And Vivi's like, "I can bring it to mine, but I already had it in my car at work because I was anticipating bringing it."
Where'd you go? Because like some
CD1, but the one I go to apparently doesn't. They outsource that part. I'm like, what do you exist for then?
So you're not even
just
a cleaner.
Send me to the place. Send me to the place you get this sent to.
You're the logistics company. What the fuck is the point of that?
Like, what are all these clothes hanging here for? They just stock. Like,
are you a warehouse?
They came with this. So I was like, all right, fuck.
When you go into those places, there be so many clothes. I'm like, damn, a lot of people come and get things dry cleaned. Like, this is like a lot of fucking clothes.
I just be looking for my clothes. I'm like, man, that looks like a nice jacket.
Like, I know y'all give the wrong things to some people sometimes.
So, but when I was going to go there, I was looking through, I have the bag where I throw the stuff I need to be dry cleaned, and I haven't looked through it in a while. I just haven't had a need to dry clean, so I just kind of left it in there. For number one, I grew out of my suit officially. Like, I can't wear it. It just won't work.
I can't do it.
I don't know that you'd fit it, but you might be a little bit in more position than I am. Daniel can't wear it; it'll be too big. So now I just got this suit, just jacket and pants can't fit. So,
dude, new pants.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. So now it's just there.
Well, I mean, you got to get a tailor to let it out.
I don't think it can let it out. I think you can pull it in. Pause. Anyway, so I'm looking through the bag, and
This reminds me of a Third Rock from the Sun episode where Dick, who was the main character,
and Pussy, the other character,
he was having problems with weight gain and fitting his clothing, right? So the whole episode, he's struggling to like fit into his pants and figure out like what he can do and work out and diet. And at the end, he was like, "I finally beat it." And they're like, "What happened?" He's like, "I just bought bigger pants." And that's just how you got to beat things sometimes. You got to look outside the box. Or
again, I would love to tell you that this is a very successful podcast. However, as I stated before, and what I'll say again, the pants I am currently wearing were bought by the job that I work during the day. And
Dickies
suit pants are expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't. And I'm just not gonna keep buying. The next time I buy suit is the next time I need a suit.
Just wander around Men's Warehouse when you're close. They always have deals.
Men's Warehouse. They were that shit. Them fucking shirts they give us, those little stock pieces of shit. I didn't even wear the ones they gave me.
I don't like renting anything from those places because I'm like, how many other people have been rocking this shit? I wish
would have just told us to buy the suit. I should have just did that.
It would have been better. Well, it wasn't your run of the mill because it wasn't American style, obviously. But like,
it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. Sorry, but enunciate. It was not. So we didn't have like the walk down the aisle with the bridesmaid thing.
As we walk down the aisle,
we didn't do like the office, the wedding. You know what I mean?
we will vow to
Kicking
be
bitches in the face and shit,
together
walking down the
till
aisle.
we die. Ooh. So, all right, I'm done. It's a good ass song. So in love, man, I can't even sing right now. I got yesterday. Are we two?
Yeah, you had a whole little crack.
Trying to
right
get to
there,
that,
you know?
that note is a little difficult
Yeah, you
nowadays,
can't-
man. I used to be able to get there.
can't
I used to
do
be able
it.
to get there. It's a little low. It's like a little low.
That's the name of this episode. Is gonna be I can't do it.
I can't
There's
do
at least like
it.
5 times. I gotta write that down. 'Cause
Pause.
I always forget, man.
I can't do it. Pause.
I think there's like 2 times. Yeah, pause. I can't. I think there's like 2 times that I said, "Oh, that's gonna be the name," and I actually.
How many times I've
remembered
had
it.
the name and I just forgot to tell you? But anyway, so I'm searching through my cleaner's bag, and I was like, wait a minute. So give you a little bag.
Wait, you have a cleaner's bag? What are you talking about?
a bag full of for the cleaners.
Oh, right. Dry cleaning. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm looking through it. And I'm
I thought you were like some maid cleaning shit. You know, like I got my Pledge and my Lysol wipes.
I should do that too. Anyway, so I'm looking through the bag and I was like, wait a minute. Now, this is a point in a movie or a show where they'll stop and somebody will narrate now and they'll say, just to give you a little backstory, and then it'll go back like 2 weeks later, except this will be like a year and a half.
Okay.
I've been looking for a specific sock. I wore this sock one time. One time. It's like a stance sock. You know those the ones that
The NBA sponsor Stance.
Yeah, I was able to find. I was at Target and somehow this 2 pairs were like $2.98. These things are usually $20. I was like, hell yes! So I bought them. I wore
Hell
one,
yes.
and then the other pair I wore, and since then I haven't been able to find the one's brother. Right? It's like a sister or brother. I don't know how you want to describe it. It's like man and woman. All
It's like
shit.
this one, but the exact
mate.
opposite.
This one's mate. So then you can fast forward to yesterday, to the day before yesterday, and I was looking, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I pulled that sock out. I found the one's mate. It's gonna be their hole again, and I was considering throwing it away. It was getting mad.
It'd be hilarious if you found that one and then like you went back to go and put it
and
with
the
the other
other
one
one's
and the other
gone.
one was missing.
And that's like the true equilibrium of
You
life.
son of a bitch.
That is the true equilibrium of life.
It really is. I think.
It's like a balance.
Yeah.
You ever found like something like you were like any socks or like you were like, holy shit, I've been looking for you.
I mean, I've definitely moved furniture that's been in like the house for like a long time, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I saw something behind it that I was like, oh,
That
yeah.
you didn't remember you were missing though?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's not the same.
Kind of the
Stupid.
same.
Anyway, so I remember.
How is it not the same?
I remember when I was a kid, there was a basketball card I had, right? This dope ass Jalen Rose. Yeah, I know Jalen Rose. Blah blah blah.
Dope ass basketball card.
But it was a dope ass basketball card. Really dope.
It would be more dope if it was him as an analyst
Do
today.
you remember my Magic's rookie card, the green one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like really, it's a foil card. Anyway, I remember I got it, and I
Right.
was happy about it,
Right.
and then I couldn't find it. And
Right.
guess where it was? One day I was remember that big metal desk we had, the
Mm-hmm.
big bottom drawer. I remember pulling that shit out, and it was underneath it.
Yeah.
And man, was I happy! Let me tell you something. I smiled from ear to ear. You know, just like Shannon Sharp said, my smile was like from like a quarter to 3, much like he would like to stretch Megan Thee Stallion out. Like
I mean,
he said that.
I doubt that there's many people who wouldn't want to stretch Megan Thee Stallion out
Look,
that way. But
okay, so honestly, she bad, but she is annoying.
I don't care. I'm not gonna have a conversation with her. If you're stretching her out like a quarter to 3, that's a much different.
Firstly, we're not
situation.
saying that because that is that is some nasty shit to say from him, I guess.
Yeah.
You're
He's-
her age.
Yeah, man. That girl is my age. Like,
No, she's younger actually.
oh well,
She's like 28. Listen. All I know is,
I'm not 57, so that's much different.
but you can't just be on there talking about that and like, how old is Shannon Sharp? 52.
Well, you know,
53,
Shannon
54?
Sharp is he's an eccentric character known for his quirky.
Dude, to say I would
takes.
stretch that girl out like a quarter to 3. I've never even heard that saying before. Old people got some of the craziest sayings.
Yeah, man, you got to hang out around old heads to pick up some of that like old 80s, 70s game, you know?
Be like, man, can I get some? You mind if I go in the refrigerator? Be like, well, you know, if you're gonna cross the street, make sure that your shoes tied and you ate breakfast. What the fuck does that mean? Be like, be prepared. Huh?
It means
Okay.
go get you some breakfast, man. What the hell?
Right, like that means the correlation means nothing. I just
You take the long way around, old G.
be like, should I get these shoes? Be like, well, if you fought in the war, should get you a whore.
Get you some more.
Again, these are just. But I know these make as much sense as most of the shit old people be saying. Like, I can't even lie.
Before you started talking about Shannon Sharp stretching her eye, I had some other shit I was gonna say. Now I don't remember.
Sorry,
but no, yeah, Shannon Sharp is that guy's funny.
You're a nasty old man, Shannon Sharp. Yeah, I got nothing much else. That's all I had written down. That was the last time.
There were other things that happened in the last 2 weeks, and like I screenshotted them, and I was like, I don't, maybe I can, but I don't really care that much, Clearly, like if I cared, but I did just recently discover, and I've had this TV now in the house for like 3 years, but on the remote control, that button has been there the whole time. I kept getting advertisements saying Samsung TV Plus. You get that for free. I was like, say word. So I went into it, and then there's like Vivo channels, like the music video.
Dude, this
shit.
is the shit I've been talking to you
about. So I've just been watching music videos
this is
all
what
week.
I've had, and I've been talking to you about for months.
I've just been
Remember,
watching.
I was like, dude, I got Top
watching
Gear.
music videos is all I'm saying.
Have you been watching Top Gear?
No, I've been watching music videos.
Have you found that channel?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's
And I'll go into it for sure.
$11.89.
I'll go into it for sure, but right now,
You
it
can
was a
also
music video
on demand them.
on demand.
Yeah, you can. That's live.
I also have Amazon
you can
Prime, so I think
go-
they're whatever's missing is.
No, Amazon Prime doesn't allow you to. You have to have you got to pay for that shit.
I mean, you probably looked into it more than I.
No,
did,
I have.
so.
But on the Samsung TV, for whatever reason that shit exists, you can go and almost like DVR some of these those episodes.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. You're stupid.
No, the music videos was nice because back in the day, MTV Jams used to be on regularly, or Rap City, or
right.
or whatever platform you use to get your music videos, right? But over the most recent years, it's been all just like no music videos, streaming, all audio. And sometimes there's a song that you might not enjoy, but once you get a music video for it, it kind of changes the way you feel about the song.
Oh. 100%.
You get the whole conceptual.
The concept of the song helps me understand it a little bit better. Like, I think I told you because I've been listening to that dude Prof, and Max put me on to him. And I first listened to him.
Pause.
I first listened to him. Say sometime during the summer, and I didn't really care for it. And then a month ago, we were at his house, and I was listening to it, and I watched some videos, and the videos helped me learn a little bit more about the kind of artist he is, and it definitely made me like him a lot more.
Get some of his backstory.
I've become a fan of his ever since. And so you're right. I understand that.
Yeah. So
Maybe we could talk about the fact that the next episode will be 199, and there's a slight chance. Not a slight, a fairly good chance that we may be off for a week or two with a surprise for the 200th episode. And
so we'll be here next week.
We'll be
Do
here next
199.
week, but we're going to try to take a couple weeks, and probably, you know what, maybe we'll come back after the new year. The first Sunday in the new year we'll record, and we'll come back and we're going to try to come up with if we decide against doing what we were talking about, we'll be having our episodes normal. But
this is why I say I don't like to talk about it on the air,
I know,
because
but
then we just end up like
nobody's listening about this anyway. So now
That's true. They
if
go
we
2 minutes in.
If we do what we're talking about, then motherfuckers can look back saying, "Oh, look what we did. We actually said what we did, what we're gonna do."
Yeah, man.
But anyway,
I don't know how many people go back.
So I think we can look back and say,
But also,
we said what we do.
The funny thing is that those older show numbers go up still.
Yeah, they
so
do.
people
Ours
do hit them
don't.
at some point, which is weird.
Yeah, it is. It's weird, but eventually, I think
do
we
you
will
viewers be doing?
will have some sort of a following. I was, there's that 10-year rule where you're supposed to put 10 years in to finally hone your craft, and now you eventually deserve to be successful. That's a long time from now, dude. I'm hoping that
At 10-year point, I know some businesses at your 10-year anniversary they drop you off a little watch or something like that. So do we just
buy ourselves a watch
or something?
at 5 years? We
I have a case on
so
Ave
in
chain.
4 years.
We get a case on Ave chain, mate.
Well, hopefully by then we have some sort of a following and it'll be all right. But I don't know yet. But
Or maybe somebody who is watching who's wealthy can send us some.
man, if there's somebody wealthy out there that got a little pull, man, help us out.
No, just like send us.
No.
send your gift.
Don't send me a gift. Send me somebody's number that we can call.
Or send our number to somebody who can call us.
But we will probably be doing a little something to kind of just shake things up a little bit, if you will.
Yeah.
And we would like
Your little Diddy shimmy. And we shouldn't even talk about Diddy.
So yeah, do not. We haven't talked about.
I do not want to do a Diddy
and
shimmy.
we will not be talking about that motherfucker. That's some crazy shit. But listen, we're not in that industry. We don't know him. Right, so there's nothing for us.
No, but
to
there's
say.
definitely like jokes about him to make.
Oh, there is. That for sure. Take that, and they're like, you said,
man, he like set us up for so much gold, but it's like so hard to joke about things like that.
I'm just not going to talk about it at all. But back to what we want
prayers
to
to everybody involved.
Indeed. But we do again. We'll probably be back after the new year with something to kind of shake the shit up a little bit, shake trees,
Get a snow globe happening, shake that motherfucking.
Yeah. So if you do see some changes with the channel and the set or us or anything in
then you knew that we were going to do that because we told you about it.
Yeah, exactly. Just continue to support. We're going to continue to do our thing and try to really bring some valuable entertainment to you. Maybe we'll even bust a move and make the pods go back to 90 minutes or something.
On your back like a JanSport.
We just need some reciprocation here, some support. So if you are,
we scratch your back, you scratch ours.
I'm not going to scratch your back, but if you,
well, we already did by giving the episode. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, that's about as far as it goes.
So we make that content. You watch.
I'm
the content.
not putting my hand on you.
You make the content. We watch the content.
You don't put your hand on me. But yeah, so again, we can use your support. So if you can share, we'd appreciate it. Just tell people about it. We need some awareness of this podcast. There's not many like us that have been going for so long as we have.
Nobody like us
with not a really large support. Or some subscribership count. And
nobody's willing to do this for nobody.
Yeah,
but us.
I don't know. I don't really know how many podcasts are out there with 197.
Is that an accurate way to describe that?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
We're doing this for. What do you mean?
What'd you just say?
I said there's nobody else out there who's willing to do this for nobody but us.
I mean, I'm sure there's people out there doing it for nobody, but have you done it 198 times?
So wait. All the hype man bullshit I've been coming after you with right now, you didn't heard any of it?
I heard a little bit of it. I was trying.
You realize this is like
I was trying to make a point. You were just in the background screaming.
Yeah, but you make too many points.
Yeah.
No, that's the hype man behavior,
But
it's like again, for emphasis.
Last point: nobody else out there is really doing 198 episodes with less than 400 subscribers.
True,
and doing it consistently.
Yeah.
We do miss some days, but you know what?
Last week, for instance,
you're not paying us, so sue me, I guess. I don't know.
It's true, man.
No, don't sue me.
No, don't do that.
We don't make enough money.
If you sue anybody, just make sure I'm not on the ticket. I didn't tell you to do that.
He didn't say that.
That was not me.
Anyway, that being said,
I'm out of iced tea, so we're out of conversation. Thank you all for tuning in. I thank you before I got to the music. But anyway, this has been episode number 198 of a little web miniseries known as Kasson Avenue. I just love that it bothers him so much, but also it is a web miniseries to some degree.
All right,
it's not like we're on syndicated television.
All right.
If you did make it this far, we appreciate you more than the people who dropped out prior to this. Hit that subscribe button, the like button, preferably the share button. Let your peoples know. And free Palestine. Keep sharing, keep spreading the word, keep letting the people know. Inform the people around you who are, for lack of a better word, ignorant to the situation, because a lot of people don't know until they know. And then
it's the ones who know and don't know and don't.
Yeah, fuck those people.
I gotta give a shout out to this dude named Quinn the Eskimo on Instagram. This old man who just started learning about what's going on in Gaza.
Is he an actual Eskimo?
No, I think he just.
Oh well, then that's offensive.
But anyway, he's this older white man who just learned about Gaza, and he's been learning since this started happening, and became unapologetically supportive of Palestine, right? And he's actually now in Egypt, and he's been trying to enter into Gaza to help.
That's dope. That's dope. But you gotta change the Eskimo name because it's
Yeah, I guess. But
it's not really,
anyway.
you know. Thank y'all for tuning in again, and we will catch y'all on 199.
Free.
The 9 to 9. Oh, sorry, I was in the middle.
You're
of
the
doing
worst,
something else.
dude. Anyway.
Yeah, free Palestine,
Yeah,
though, for sure.
the worst. Bye.